Hey guys, for this particular hunt, I was a guide for Whiskey Mountain Outfitters. I went out with a general season deer and elk tag, and my brother had a general season deer tag. He ended up shooting a bear on the last day, or missing a bear rather. We couldn't find it. We even brought the dog out trying to track it. For my hunt, I ended up shooting a mule deer, but I got the camera up and focused on it, and then it autofocused to a leaf after I got it all set up, so you don't get to see the shot. And then for my elk, I was sitting there glassing for a client for a deer, and he was off with the other guide in the area, and I see one cow elk, two cow elk, and I stood up, and there's a little bit of a clip of that, and then I decided to grab my rifle, and in comes steaming in a bull. And he was good enough to meet the quota, so he got punched my tag, and it was my first elk. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. So we got the horse trailer in front of us. We're heading up pretty far in to try and get away from all these other hunters. Then we're going to take the horses up in. So I think this road, we're going to be on this road for about 40 minutes. Not that it's long, but it's just you can't go over, 30 miles an hour. Driving up and in, and then we'll pack up in even further, and then we'll stay up. Right now the plan is to stay up for back in there for 3 days, and then hike out. But we'll kind of see, because it's already snowing up there at that elevation. And I got Dingus here with me. He's got a deer tag as well. So we'll get up in there and see what it smells like, and try not to whip out. But it's gonna be cold. We are still heading in here. The truck says 37 degrees, but this rain has turned to snow. I'm not sure. I know we've been crawling up in elevation, but I don't think we've gone more than 1,000 feet. But as you can see, now we got snow on the ground. Where are we going? Dingus is getting ready to get saddled. I'm currently in the saddle, and we're heading up. I don't know why that cut out like that. Heading up way over them hills. Horse is pretty neat. Just saw 3 younger bucks, maybe some forkies run down that way to the left of that tree right there. We're still packing in. Horses are putting in work. This is badass.
So far we've been hiked in by Anthony and the horses. We have our TP tent set up. There's some green trees over here that are nice and full that are protecting us from some of the snow and the rain and wind. It's not the most level, evened out campsite, but I think if we put our heads uphill, we probably won't die in our sleep. Got the camp stove set up. We might have to try to restake the door there tonight, but we're taking a break, eating something. We're going to go get some firewood and then maybe do some glassing this evening if the time allows for it.
Okay, so we're in whiteout conditions. Can't see more than 70 yards. On the way in, we saw 3 very small, like, bullcrap bucks. So right now, we just finished eating lunch, but we're just getting firewood for later tonight. Hopefully, the conditions let up so that we can actually see more than 70 yards, but right now we're just trying to exist at 8,500 feet elevation, I guess, and get some wood stored up for the wood stove. So
I need to send him something in a minute.
all right, so it's been 40 minutes. The weather's all cleared up, so now we're gonna go glass. The inReach says it feels like it's 18 degrees out. That's when I checked it 2 hours ago. That right there is about 300 yards. Those rocks are about 210. We got about an hour left to light. We're kind of hoping some deer just come cruising through.
So we just got back from the first night of glassing, or evening. After we got the tent set up and all the wood here, we went out over probably a little bit more than a quarter mile over Cross Hill in it. Found some nice spot to kind of sit there and glass. We didn't see anything. We're also just kind of trying to walk and stay warm a little bit, just getting a feel for the land. But got a pretty good plan for tomorrow to go back to the same spot and spend the morning about where we were. And then after that, maybe tomorrow around lunch or something, we'll make our way down the hill there to another top to glass from.
We dropped down off that ledge and we're walking around. That looks like a pretty good buck rub to me. It's about 3:30, 4 o'clock. Back up behind me is where camp is. So we're eating some lunch and then we'll probably start ascending back to camp. If we'd
Yeah, we could have just sat up there all day and saw the same amount of nothing.
somebody want to open their mouth.
But I opened up my dumb mouth. Now we walked all the way down here and around the place. And now we gotta walk back up there.
So it's Tuesday. It's 10 o'clock. We woke up right at dawn and went over the glassing knob, which is about 200 yards away. And the storm pushed in. It's cold enough to be. It's like a mixture between. It's like kind of like sleeting, but it'll randomly either be snow or it'll be rain. And with it being 28 degrees and we're at about 9,000 feet elevation, I'm tough, but I'm not that tough, especially since yesterday whooped our butts. So we're sitting here deciding if we want to. It would take us 2 hours, 3.5 miles, and 2,000 feet in elevation to get back down to the truck, but it's supposed to do this off and on all day. So we're trying to figure out what we want to do to try and be successful, because obviously we're not going to kill them in here, but I'd rather not be stuck into the tent till 4, so I'm trying to come up with a game plan. Trying to run into something. We made it down below the storm. And it's just so much nicer being down here. The truck's like on the other side of that hill right there. About a mile and a half, but we're probably gonna hang out here for a couple hours in glass. But up there it's all still snowing and stuff, and it's supposed to all day. So we'll, hopefully we see some deer crossing or whatever. Made it off the mountain, ate some lunch. Try and get some elevation so we can do some glassing. Any of them have antlers?
No, not that I can tell.
Where's the other? I see the single one. Where's the other one?
You go straight up the hill. What do I got here? They're like 70 yards out. Yeah, maybe 100. Sorry, I hit that branch before them. Those are extremely hard to see.
We are now at 8 deer for the trip.
Forget about a fireball. I mean, our airplane.
Heading out this morning, driving to the top of a mountain, walking down, getting picked up. This is wild. Driving down the ridge peak.
Getting the clouds.
You're just bad at this. Got a group of does. That's 1,600 yards. Dingus, I love you to death. But he could not find those 3 does in his binos to save his life. He's new. Just trying to find something to shoot. There is a buck right there in the middle of the screen. Don't know how big. We hike 5 hours and 6 miles to this point, and we got a 60-inch 2x2 mule deer buck at 900 yards. And Dingus won't take the shot. Like, I don't know what more you want from me. There's a cow elk. Cow elk all by her lonesome at 1,000 yards. She's looking up at something. And now it's starting to rain.
So we just came down the ridge some more. Joe was on his side of glass and I was over here. Caught a cow elk 1,000 yards away. She's by herself. We were really excited. Elk by itself usually is a bull elk. I could see it in my binos, could not confirm male or female, and she's standing out there at 1,000 yards, and then this hailstorm came through. We had to put on our rain gear.
Just came out of frickin' nowhere. We're sitting here, we're like, oh, an elk. Let's look for the rest of them. Freak fucking hailstorm came out of nowhere. We are off that peak and waiting for our ride to pick us up down the road. Well, we were able to get up above the fog this morning. The road we wanted to go down is closed. cheesy brats on hamburger buns with no ketchup. We are unorganized today. Going up. Not a bad spot for an evening sit. It's a cow elk. It's 615 yards. So we've been staring at this cow elk at 600 for 2 hours, and now another one just appeared out of frickin' nowhere. We're gonna hike in a ways. Seems like all the animals that you could see from the road have started pushing away from the road, so we're gonna hike in, sit all day. And I really wish I had a dirt bike right now. What about you, Dingus?
Yeah, it'd be a pretty cool thing to have.
So we're just glassing this pretty open hillside. Hopefully something steps out. I think we're gonna sit here for a couple hours. There's an old service road over there, but it's closed, and that's like 12 miles in from where the gate's at. So I'm not too worried about it, but we're kind of just hoping something stands up out of somewhere and then starts feeding. Basically just bouncing around from ridge to ridge, and we sit for an hour. Haven't really seen anything today. Hopefully tonight will be different. Today is Dingus's last day. We got dropped off at the peak and we're hiking down to the truck again. So hoping for some luck today. You're not gonna be able to see it. There's a bear in there at like 710 yards right there in the middle of the screen. What?
I got him in the scope.
Can you see what you're shooting at?
I can tell it's a fucking brown thing. Brown to black.
Do you feel stable?
I feel plenty stable. See if he moves at all.
How big does the branch look? Is it a twig or a branch?
It's the tip of a branch, so it's like this little big piece here hanging straight down.
Buddy,
Shoot it.
yeah, whenever you're ready. You get him?
He ain't there anymore. You got the thermal?
Zoom out. Can you see him at all?
No. Neil?
No. Yes.
And?
He's still up. He's to the left and up a little more. He's moving.
How far?
Just more up. He's still in the same patch of trees, just more up, and it looks like he's in the open. He's looking around.
How much higher?
Just a little bit.
I think I see him.
You get another shot? He's moving. I think he went to the left. There's a tree in my way. That feel good?
What?
I think he's behind the tree.
So what do we do now? Just wait?
Yep. Look to the left of where he was. He's like on both sides of the tree. But he's not moving, so we're just going to sit here for a little bit. But he's directly to the left of where he was on both sides of the tree. Do you want to look through the thing?
You got it.
Buddy, I think you just shot a bear.
Where are you seeing this thing? Now I feel like the top one. I'm getting 4 times. Yeah. Oh.
You see him on like both sides of the tree? On the trunk?
Did he fall down a lot?
No. That was fucking insane, wasn't it? All right, Dingus. Catches up to speed. What emotions are you feeling right now? What are you thinking?
Right now, I'm still optimistic. We put 2 rounds at a bear. One clearly missed. We're not sure on the other one. We found where it was laying at when we shot it. So now we got to start seeing if we can find blood anywhere around here. Yeah.
What was the range on the shot?
Looking like 240 with about a 13-degree angle to it.
Look at the size of that dingus. What? Talking shit. Alright, so we ended up going and looking till about 5 p.m. for blood or the bear or anything. And, you know, just no luck. So it's kind of is what it is. We just got back to the truck. We did 15.37 miles today and 281 flights of stairs. So that was a butt whooper. What are you thinking?
It was a hell of a day. A lot of emotions, a lot of excitement. Very neat day.
You ready for this to be an annual trip?
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. It rained all day yesterday and this morning, but I guess up here, that was snow. Sun's coming out, starting to burn it out. It's about noon. I'm trying to find a good knob I can glass off of. Hopefully shoot an elk. I think those are either wolf or coyote. Well, they're definitely a dog. But I don't know the size difference between wolf or coyote tracks. Yeah, I think that's a bear. I think that's a bear in a tree. So it should be right in here. I'm having a real hard time relocating it. He should be right in this hillside, but I cannot relocate him. Save my freaking life. So I'm thinking I'm about 200 yards from that. I'm thinking I gotta climb back up to the spotter. I left the spotter at the peak to see if I can relocate him that way. Which is gonna suck. I came down a lot. I lost a lot of elevation. I can shoot from 700 yards, but obviously, why would you want to do that when you can shoot from 200? I can't find this thing. I don't know if it got down when I was moving. I don't know. I need a nap though. That I do know. I can't find it, so headed back up to the peak. Hopefully it's still in my spotter. Almost there. There's a spotter. There was a really big pile of bear poop right back there. It was probably from this morning. I wonder if it's the same bear. Oh my god, I'm dying. So I don't... It's still there. But now I got a shadow in that canyon, so we can't really see it that well in the spotter. But it looks like it's still there. Okay, so that is for sure a bear. I saw him. He's looking to the right. It's very... I got tons of light left, but it's just... So I think I went down this ridge and I couldn't see him. So maybe if I go down this ridge, that ridge should be a 100-yard shot. I'm just trying to figure out how to get over there without freaking dying in the sun, and then obviously not spooking him. Alright, so we're trying this again. I just dropped in the bottom. I think if I go up over this hill, I'll be able to see it at about 400 yards, hopefully. So I remember seeing that stick right there, and then that tree right there. And so I remember it being like right in there. Granted, that was a much steeper of an angle, but I can't see it. So I'm trying to decide if I want to go over that ridge or go up higher on this ridge to try and figure out where it's at, because it should be like right there in the middle of the screen. So there's that dead tree. So it should be right in there. But that's about 100 yards from me. And there ain't a tree big enough for a bear to climb in there. Like, look at this one. That's like a Christmas tree. It's like 6 feet tall. So, I don't know. Good news is I'm at the bottom of a canyon. The truck is at the top of the canyon. And my legs are sore and tired. And I'm in the shade, so I'm cold. I gotta hike back out. Guess I better toughen up. We got a big buck down! Oh, baby, I hope you... Oh, we got a... Oh, he's down. Right in there. Some row. Okay, so this is my Idaho mule deer, guys. I looked to watch the video playback, and it looks like the camera focused on a twig or something, so I didn't get the shot. But I shot him. He got up and ran 25-30 yards, and then I just saw his butt barrel roll. But as my first Idaho mule deer, I've shot 2 or 3 in Texas. I've shot 3. I've shot 3 in Texas. I think this one's gonna be close to my biggest for mule deers. It was a 214-yard shot at a 20-degree angle. I did 2 minutes of dope on the 30-06. I haven't actually seen where I hit him yet. Oh my God, it's so neat. All right, got myself a Reese cup. I'm all quartered out here. And the boys just left camp. It would take them 2 hours to get from camp. So I'm gonna try and take this stuff up to the ridge top, but there's gonna be too much weight for by myself. I don't know. This is about to suck. The cavalry has arrived. Elk down, baby. Oh my God, that was nuts. I was up there and I saw this cow come cruising through. I think I got it on video, I'm not sure. And I was like, wow, that's really weird. Something must be pushing her. So I got set up and I just waited, and bam. So I don't know how much of this I can show or YouTube will ding me for it, but I'm just sitting out here watching the sunset go down and, quartering out this elk, and I got Zach probably playing. Man, it's a hell of an experience. Hell of an experience. This pack out shouldn't be too bad. If I get back up to camp, we can get it with the mules. From here to camp is about 500 yards, so and only about 200 to 300 feet up. So it shouldn't be too bad. I don't know. I say that now, but wait till I put something on my back. These rear legs are freaking heavy. This is Caleb. We just rode back up into camp. It snowed the entire way. Took us about 2 to 3 hours.
2.5 probably. We made decent time, all things considering.
It's conditions, and we gotta fix the tent up, and then pack the meat and some camp gear out.
We're horses and mules.
Just trying to thaw out.